Hi there, Scorpio. This is Joanna, or Joe, with Crystal Luna Tarot, and today I'm going to do a miniature reading for the Scorpios who have recently separated from a loved one or is on break from in a partnership, and you're interested in see how it's going to go for April. Will this individual come back into your life? So please know the cards are already pre-shuffled, energy already infused for you, Scorpio. I also premeditated on your situation, and I can tell you right now just a couple of things that I wrote down. Someone does feel very scorned, Scorpio, okay? With the Tower showing up with the Five of Swords, it just really shows that someone is not willing to accept what the other person is giving them, and they want just completely a new, fresh start. And one of the very main things they are interested in is courtship. They want to be courted again. They want a fresh start. They want to start from A. That's really what I am sensing here when I was doing the premeditation. So let's just begin, okay? If you just allow me for a moment, okay? Just to begin the reading. Okay, thank you very much for giving me the time to go ahead and do that. That certainly sends the message to my spirit guides that I'm ready for reading, okay? And yeah, let's get started. We're not going to make this a fairly long video. I'm trying to cut down on the video time. So the information is going to be delivered quite swiftly, but effectively. And you tell me how you like it. If you want longer videos, go ahead and put it down in the comment box, okay? So the very first two cards are going to be how the individual who is not currently in the relationship feels. So how does the other party feel about you and about the relationship? What are they thinking? Okay, we want to know what they're thinking. And one final shuffle. Oh, there we go. Let's cut that into two piles. Now we're going to move on to the reconciliation. Will you reunite? What is the likelihood that in April you will reunite with the person that you took a hiatus from, a break, or just a separation? Will this person be around? Will there be an attempt to reconcile? One more shuffle, please. Cutting that into two piles. Finally, we get to the Kipper cards, okay? After the Kipper cards, we will get a strategy card to tie it all in. Kippers are going to tell us what obstacles you are facing. And not only what obstacles, but what needs to take place in order to make this relationship solid again, or at the very least, to initiate starting this union. Once again, if that is what you are most interested in at this time, what is it going to take? One more shuffle, please. Cutting that into two piles, and these are the strategy cards that we are going to shuffle. So please tell me what it is that Scorpio needs to know, okay? In regards to Scorpio and their partnership that currently has dissolved, is there any hope, or is there any possibility that in April or beyond, if it's another date, what is the likelihood, okay, that this is going to take place? And I need to know what strategy Scorpio would benefit from taking. Okay, this is going to be your strategy card right there. And let's get started, shall we? Are they thinking about you? is your partner thinking about you? Okay. Yes. And this is quite a common theme. These cards come out quite often. The Six of Cups. Okay, this is the yes, I am thinking about you card. This is I'm thinking about either how it was, like that fresh energy, okay, how and I want to say nostalgic, yes, nostalgic, but also how sweet it was, how lovely the relationship was in the beginning. They're feeling quite like they're missing you, Scorpio. Okay, so with the world, you know, right at the very first card, you know, for some of you, okay, it might be that your partner feels like they have no chance, like you completely, like you did a wraparound, like this, you just wrapped it up. And there's like no chance of them kind of just getting in there. So some of them feel like shut down. Now, for some other Scorpios, okay, there is a chance that they feel that they can be in a situation that they can create victories, sorry, my accent, victories, right? Going forward, like they really got what it takes, you know, to make a change, because they now understand what that change is. Okay, so for some, you know, it's kind of like kind of just teeter-tottering right in the middle here. Okay, let's continue and see about the reconciliation. Okay, now we have the very first two cards here. I hope you can see this well. All right, so what does this mean? We have fluctuation, which is the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Discs, right? Decisions, yes, no, maybe so. I mean, is it something that's, you know, physically achievable? So fluctuation, you can expect that is going to be like up and down, just as I mentioned earlier, you know, that the whole teeter-totter effect, you know, like when you're on the fence, you're just like, you know, am I going, are we gonna go for this, or are we not gonna go for this? It's kind of like, we don't know. It's like someone here is resisting this, and it might be you, Scorpio. This is your way of saying, I'm showing you a lesson, and I'm not going to like just roll over and let you do as you see fit. So it might be you, Scorpio, but you know what? Creativity is what is labeled as in this deck, but that is the Ace of Wands, and that is a new start. Okay, it looks very promising, Scorpio. It looks very promising that you will get a new start with someone that you recently separated yourself from, because they seem to understand what it's going to take now. Okay, what it's going to take to fix these issues. And like I said in meditation, you know, someone feels scorned. So it's not like everything is magically going to just completely go away. You know, with the Tower and the Five of Swords, it was almost like a very shocking situation, and it probably happened really fast too. Like you don't even know how it even got to that point, which is, you know, very upsetting. And I can see how there could be some hesitation, but I am guaranteeing you that there is going to be something fresh and new starting, and that's always a really good sign. That's a very good positive sign. Now, you know, I need to say this because this is a general reading, right? So it's not going to apply to every Scorpio, but the energies are there, and it's just a matter of how far everyone is in their journey, right? So with that being said, courtship, okay? Courtship is very important. Either the Scorpio is looking for the courtship, okay? Or the other partner feels that Scorpio needs to be more open and just expressing their words of love and, you know, just sweet nothings, you know, sweet nothings in their ears. Just, you know, you understand what I'm saying, right? Just they want like some sort of like romantic gesture. Okay, so now let's talk about obstacles. Okay, what could possibly get in the way of this taking place? Okay, we have two cards. That is high honor, and then we have the child card. Okay, so what does that mean? For starters, someone is demanding absolute utter respect here. Okay, someone is saying, oh no, I will be treated much more highly than I was treated, and that's just the way it's going to be. Someone who might feel it's like ranking, like they ranked in position, not am I only going to be your girlfriend, but we're going to get engaged. Not only are we engaged, but you're finally going to set a date. So there's like the pressure is on, and also it might be because either some of you are expecting children, maybe this is why the reconciliation is coming back in, or you have a family and you're trying to do this for the sake of the children and the family, or altogether you just want that love and compassion and that innocence to come back into the relationship, because something went down that was completely so disrespectful that it almost just knocked the innocence of what a relationship should be and should have out of the union. So that needs to come back in, right? Now, what your final strategy card is here. Okay, balance, karma. Boy, okay. Let's take a look at that. Balance, karma. Okay, so what does balance karma have to do with your reading? Okay, well, the strategy here is as follows, right? Balance karma. There is a reason for everything. Each life has many connections to previous lives. You came to balance karma with others. Okay, so it's almost like let's create a happy life together, because we're supposed to learn from one another. We know we didn't come into this life to just repeat certain patterns. So they're talking about karma and how you're supposed to connect with others, okay? And balance things out, and that's kind of like both ways, okay? Allow grief, okay? We did mention that. We did mention, what was that scorn feeling of like you got burned. Someone feel like they got burned here and they're just not having it. And this is what I could say. Even though these cards are just as beautiful as can be, there's just this underlying force that's just like ready to make a move and take action, because that's just what it is. That's just what it is. I'm telling you, it's the sleeping dragon, So it says that you need to allow grief, anger, and guilt to be transformed into a force to fortify you and assist you in fulfilling your purpose in this lifetime. So with this, I mean, this speaks volumes. It speaks about allowing the grief that you've been dealing with, the anger that you're holding on to, and the guilt. Someone here has absolute heaviness and guilt, and there's absolutely a good sense here. I get a lot of like earth and water energies here as well. Some fire, yes, some fire, but a lot of earthy energy. So what it's telling you is, it's pretty much saying kind of not forgive and forget, but it is speaking about balancing it out, because we are all here to learn from one another. And if you truly do feel that this union has potential, then that is what's going to have to happen. There's going to have to be a meeting of minds and discussing the really hard stuff, that you might not have want to bubble to the surface previously. But the time is now. The tower hit is struck, and now it's all, you got to create a clean slate. So, Scorpio, this is your miniature reading for Will Your Ex Come Back in April 2018. I hope that it was helpful and that you were able to get some information from it. Clearly, it won't apply to everyone, but certainly everyone is able to take a bit, tidbits out of a reading, and I hope that this was helpful. I would appreciate how just letting me know how you feel by providing me with a thumbs up if you liked the reading, or if you were able to get some information from the reading, and if it was helpful and you're thinking, hey Joanna, you really should do more like these, or consider doing more readings along these lines. I will do that, but I need to know. So feedback is optimal, no matter whether it's negative. I mean, I've gotten some feedback that consists of my music being too loud, overpowering my voice, and you know what? I turned down the music, and and I would change also the style of music that I'm playing now. So I take feedback, okay? This is kind of like a connection here. This is a give and take. So with that being said, this was your reading. I don't want to just like, you know, keep harping on certain things, but if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe, because then you get more information quite like this, and I do intend to put more content out, especially if I do get a positive response that it is being helpful. Certainly, if no one watches the videos, then that would be counterproductive. So yeah, with that being said, bye Scorpio, wishing you the best of luck. You guys are just such gentle souls, you know, sometimes very misunderstood, but I get you, okay? So until next time, blessings, okay? Take care. Bye.